Rigetti stock is leading the way with quantum computing being at the forefront of the 2025 AI boom. But what do we know about the company? Well, if we take a look here at the stock, there's a few things that we've been following this stock through as it's made a rally from just a couple dollars a share when we started covering it back here in November to soaring to 24 no $21 before recovering. Now we see it, actually we made this trend line on Thursday, and we see that it's starting to follow that trend line. Now it pushed up pretty big yesterday or on Friday, but today it's sold off 16%. So again, it made a recovery right here at this price point of about 27%, and then it just sold back down. So now it's at $7.84. It got rejected by this level here. It's a really strong support that we've seen in the past, and it did get rejected there at about $9.50. And now we're starting to see a couple things happen. Number one, doesn't look good today, down 16%, but the overall momentum building here on the RSI and the MACD seem to be indicating possibly some consolidation from left to right. It is possible that we see it break this level. It's been holding it so far the past week. And what I might expect is it's going to go from left to right a little bit here in this $7.50 to $8 range. And we'll potentially see it hold this level. The thing to note about the quantum computing company, they have a lot of new tech that's really innovative. And that's great. When you're looking at a company, you want to see innovation, you want to see new product, you want to see that they're getting other companies on board and buying their product. And that's happening with the company. But even though they have these NASA partnerships and AWS, Microsoft, Rigetti, it's still important to note that they haven't been having good earnings. And if you take a look at their investors, you know they're invested in by some of the biggest investors in the world, like BlackRock and Nvidia and what have you. But when you look at Rigetti stock and you take a look at their recent earnings, they reported last week this net income negative 152. That's why the stock's selling off most likely, because while investors want to buy what could be, you can only invest in it so much and not see the positive return on investment happening within the company. Now, some of these partnerships are good and we'll be monitoring them closely. You can see that you can access AWS through the cloud. You can access Rigetti through the cloud from Microsoft and AWS, and that's great. But when it comes down to the chart, there's really only two reasons that we see the sell-off. One of the reasons, obviously, we're seeing some widespread economic changes as a result of some of the tariffs that are being imposed. That's going to play a huge role. When you see government spending cuts, that could impact quantum, most likely not, because they see what we see is more increased spending on AI. And Rigetti is a company that would benefit and make more money if AI is getting money from the government. So it makes sense that Rigetti would go up. The thing that doesn't make sense is we're not going to see Rigetti continue up if their financials continue to look the way they look. It's great to see them get more eyeballs, get to see that they are one of the most innovative quantum computing companies. They're lowering down their fidelity and becoming more efficient. But when it comes to their revenues, it's really hard to look at the company and say, yeah, it's doing really well. One of the things to consider from this consolidation from left to right, though, there's a reason why it hasn't fully dipped. And I think the reason why is because there is a widespread attention grabbing aspect of the quantum market that all investors are looking at, all AI enthusiasts are looking at. All of the big companies like Nvidia and Microsoft are releasing quantum chips. You see that happening. And the quantum chips plug into Rigetti. So they plug in to this quantum computer Rigetti, this company. And so if we see them get momentum, we start to see them get some good traction, the long term looks very promising. The quantum computing space is the most innovative tech we're going to see in the entire world. And you can see a recovery potentially to $13 a share. $14 would be the high here. It's about a 44% increase. If we get up to previous highs at $21, then that would be a 173% increase. Right now, we're just watching and looking for confirmation of this continuation up, that it's actually using this as a firm support, and that it does in fact indicate that it can continue some of this bullish momentum over into 2025. So I'm really excited to see how it reacts at market open. We'll be watching it closely. Today we were trading this morning CTM stock, and right now we are looking at some of the most innovative companies in space, tech, robotics, and AI. And if you'd like to watch me trade live and see us at market open investing in these companies, would encourage you to check out the second link down below. That's Stock Me. Would love to have you there. You can get lifetime access to our live sessions that happen each morning, as well as a free t-shirt when you enroll with that special link in the second link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. If I earned your thumbs up, hit that like button. Do consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next video. And do leave your comments on what you think is next for Rigetti down below. Take care, guys.